Hello, welcome everyone. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. You're the speed demon. Alright, buddy. He's pretty quick. Let's see what today's goals are. I think I'm just gonna try to at least get to 251. I might be able to do like a decent amount of work towards 252, but I think 251 is probably where we're looking. Let's make sure that we do our mandatory Golics each day. Ooh, my Corsair's at 250 block now. It's just another block that overlaps somewhere. My Corsair even in this grid? It is somewhere. Right. Let's do our Golics. Hope for a belt. I think belt would be the biggest gain. Yeah. If we can somehow get a belt today, it'd be pretty awesome. I don't think I have a purple key, so I'm gonna have to walk my way up. Oh, I do have a purple key. Nice. Here's a sixth sense when I'm gonna go live. I am honestly genuinely impressed whenever anybody's here within the first like 10 or 15 seconds. And it's a few of you guys that do show up like pretty much as soon as I open my stream. I think I made a mistake running this in my drop gear. Just a little bit. Nothing like a little bit of questionable pacing. I mean, in all fairness, I think a lot of people who hang out on my stream frequently know that I usually stream around this time. Not the craziest thing. I think it's the consistency that is impressive, not necessarily the timing. He's always first. That is crazy. Oh, I am so cooked here. Thank you, Helio, for the subscription. Welcome to the channel. Hello, Gold Pride. In time for your grind. Very good. Alright, I feel it, guys. If I can get this belt here, it's gonna be great. Just got a feeling that a belt's gonna drop today. Ooh, and I get 10 out of 10, so that's another 5 coins for me today. Where's my copium drop fam? Oh, here it is. Small drop fam. Let's go. I'm actually at 300% drop rate. That's pretty good. Like, it's starting to kind of add up. I think I need to fill out a few more slots to be able to get 400. I think I'm kind of just waiting until I get a what's the thing called? A black bean mark. And then I might make the black bean mark into meso gear and use my Zakum accessories as drop gear. Oh, I should have started Commercy yesterday. Hello, Leona, welcome. Oh, whoa. Guys, you guys seeing this? Yo, that's like my 3rd Dom pennant this week. That's actually... What is this character doing? That's actually my 3rd Dom pennant in like 10 days. And... I'm pretty sure I got one yesterday as well. Damn. This character really wants it. Oh, one thing I need to check with you guys. For Von Leon, for the ring. I don't need to do it anymore because I have a Carnage treasure. But if I do go for it, do I have to finish the entire questline for it? I do, right? I have to do the whole quest line. That's really sad. Like, that quest line is kinda long, if I'm not mistaken. I don't even really know if I need the ring either, because these are hybrids, and this is a double drop, so I don't feel like I actually need it. So I'm actually gonna take Von Leon off of my dailies list then. Don't actually need the accessory, because somehow my drop gear is already done, and I accidentally pressed my burst. All good. Mills never struggle. It is true. This character has seen very little struggle so far, which is, you know, I'm not complaining. I am not complaining. Summon in the order Broadside Siege Broad. You can leverage place down animation on the first broadside. I can keep that in mind. I think it's just a habit for me because I just hold down my broadside button and place them both down. This is like an old habit. I remember when they removed the cooldown, I spent a good amount of time just walking around like this because I got so excited that they removed the cooldown. I'll never forget when it had a cooldown, and if you placed it in the wrong spots, you were just sad. Like, genuinely sad. And now you just put ships wherever you want. What class would you recommend to a new player that's easy? Is Nightwalker easy? I feel like I would always... At this point, Nightwalker is probably the class to pick. It's got a bit of everything. It's got good burst, got good DPM, got good farming, strong. It's got everything. I know it's a meta class, but there's a reason why it's meta. Alright. Let's go do our dailies to start here. They're chasing you. But if you don't want to play Nightwalker, honestly, most warrior classes are pretty straightforward. Just in general. I think the most complicated ones, Iran and Adele, they require a little bit more attention, but for the most part, most of the Explorer warriors are pretty good. Yeah. Most of the Explorers are pretty straightforward though. Probably Corsair being one of the more annoying ones to learn to start. I can imagine some of the mages being actually a little bit annoying to learn, especially if you're trying to figure out how to use Infinity optimally. Old school Maple coming back just doing link skills, yeah, that's fair. I think genuinely most of the Explorers have a very straightforward kit. The archers, the thieves, and the warriors are pretty straightforward. The mages can be pretty straightforward just depending on how much you're trying to optimize the usage of some of the skills, but I think the learning curve is there. And then half the pirates have a little bit of things you have to learn, but for the most part they're pretty straightforward too. Nightwalker's the easiest to play. It's definitely a class that I haven't really actually looked into. I just know that it's a good class, but I've never actually played Nightwalker other than as a Legion character. And even then, I made my Nightwalker to 200 like probably 3 or 4 years ago. And I don't know if I even have a Nightwalker on Hyperion. Actually, I should. It has luck. That's my second stat for my Battle Mage, so surely I would have made it. You know, actually, speaking of making characters, I need to make a Cannon Master and a Buccaneer. This character still only has level 2 of its own link skill because I don't have a Buccaneer or a Cannon Master. Should probably get them to like 120 or whatever it is. Do I have a Mega Burner? I do have a Mega Burner. Okay. I need to try to remember to use that before it expires on either a Buck or a Cannon Master. Cannon Master's a little bit annoying actually because it has like the storyline, right? Or whatever it is. I think at least for the explorers I can hold interact and get out of it. I think Cannon Master actually has its own little tutorial island or something like that. Not sure what it is, but something like that. New main. No. This is a mule. This is a mule. If I keep telling it it's a mule, it will keep getting lucky. Should do all the Explorer story on stream and read all of it. Feel like that's only going to be interesting for me. I actually wouldn't mind doing that. And if you give me an excuse to do it, I'll do it. But I feel like people are gonna get bored. I already read story as it is. Every time I go to a new area for the first time, I actually go through the story. So the first time I was in Cernium, Burning Cernium, Odium onwards. I actually read through and watched all of it. It's one of those things where, you know, you only need to do once. Once you see the story, that's all you need. My only issue with the story is that it doesn't let me read at the pace that I would like to read it at. Like some of it is like just stuck in either cutscenes or in animations and stuff like that, so you can't skip through the animations. I don't really care for the animations, to be quite honest. I don't mind the cutscenes because I can skip them. But there's like some points where, let's say the characters are saying something to each other, and then there's an explosion in the background, right? And the whole screen shakes. That part, oftentimes you can't skip, so you're just kind of watching your characters like look left and right, and the background's shaking for like 20-30 seconds. Those I wish you could skip. Congrats on 250, thank you. Starting the quest to get to 255. I just want to get to the home stretch because I'm going to be stuck in Moonbridge for another 5 or so levels. I'm going to try to use the magpots as conveniently as possible. I think as soon as I can get to 255, I'm just going to magpot to 255. Got level, but you don't wanna. That's okay. You don't have to. Do H Saren and each died remove a character. What do you mean, Toast? Sorry, I'm not really understanding the question. Oh, wait, are you telling me like every time I lose a life in Saren, I delete a character? that is that is Iron Man mode to its extreme. No, what's it called? Like, what do people call that in other, like permadeath, right? That's just like next level permadeath. Oh, put down the wrong summon, but it's okay. Can it still reach you? That does. Why is Corsair hard to learn? It's because there's a lot of, I wouldn't say like it's necessarily hard to learn, it's just a lot of random things that you have to keep track of that most classes, a lot of classes don't have to. Like for example, this class has like 4 or 5 summons all up to remember to keep up during fights. And they all have like relatively short uptimes. Like, Scurvy is probably your most important one. I don't know if you can see these two, like, pirates here. But these guys you definitely want up all the time. You also have your 2 ships that you want to make sure is attacking the boss the whole time. And the way that you make sure that it's hitting the boss is there's another summon called Firing Orders that, like, targets the boss, right? And you need to make sure that, you know, that's actually hitting the boss. So that by itself is already probably more things to keep in mind than a lot of other classes. Because typically most classes have like 1 or 2 debuffs that they keep uptime on the boss. Maybe 1 or 2 buffs they keep track of on themselves, but this is like 5 or 6 different things. It's just one of those class things that you just need to get used to remembering. So it's not really hard to learn, it's just more things than other classes need to keep track of. Just gonna finish up some dailies and then gonna do some training to try to get to 251. Now I don't actually know if I have many boosters left on my account. I need to look for them. Hopefully I have some boosters left, but I don't think that'll be the case. Get 100 honor here. I do have 10 boosters I can use from these points. Maybe I'll just use those. Okay. Also don't have that many 3x coupons. Starting to run low on them. But I think it's probably for the better that I'm actually using them. I don't want it to be like the end of the last event where I had way too many to use. How many of you guys had too many to use at the end of the last event? I know somebody said they had like 90 something 3x coupons they had left over. Hello Shanks. You had 70? Yeah. That's what I'm trying to avoid. I want to make sure that I actually use all the 3x's, make the most out of it. Just gonna up my graphics just a little bit so I can actually see my summons. Also I can start training some more fams as well. No arcane armor boxes, it's 12 coins. I think it is 12 coins, yeah. It's okay to buy it if it gets to your 5th set. It's a bit expensive, but they have been giving us like a fair amount of Arcane River droplets recently. It's not the worst thing. Nothing wrong with buying your arcanes. Not the best feeling, but you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Yeah, they'll start to drop once you buy it. But spares of arcanes can never be a bad thing. It's never a bad thing to get spares of arcanes. takes a while to finish arcanes. I'll be real with you, it really just depends on how lucky you are. Arcanes can be a real pain if you get remotely unlucky. Especially with the lucid ones. You're not really free from... Like, you won't be able to see the home stretch until a bunch of your lucid ones actually hit. You just got 100% boss fam, so you think I should move on and go grind? You're 270. We'll go for 120. It's up to you if you want to go for 120, but realistically speaking, it's pretty unlikely to be able to finish 120 anytime soon. Like, the fact that you hit 3 boss fams before 275 is already, like, on the high roll side. Like, very high roll side. Genuinely, a lot of people who are, like, 280 plus still don't even have 100% boss damage. So, I think if you don't mind losing EXP rates and you're happy farming fams for other things, like, if you are still looking for a large drop, maybe, more HP fams, or auto steal fams. Like, if you had other fam goals, then sure, you can stay around. But I think with 100% boss damage, I'd probably just grind EXP. It really depends if you have other fams that you need. If you, I think that farming fams is still valid if you still need a large drop. But if you already have 100% and large drop, I think you're good to go. I think it's fine to pack up and go grind EXP. Because the chances of you hitting better fams is pretty low, given that you're already at 100. And you'll probably just get more damage gains simply by leveling. For the same amount of time it takes you to try to find those boss fams. Feels like sub rings all over again. Yeah, it's sort of like that. Arcanes are pretty rough. If you don't get many boxes, they're really hard to push in terms of Star Force. $600 droplets worth of money for 12 coins? Nope, 6 bill. Oh, 5 bill. It's 50 mil per droplet, and you need 100 and something of them, so that's like 5 bill. That's why, definitely try to buy them from the event shop whenever you can. Yup. 5 bill per arcane. Yeah. Again, if you're in no rush for it, you can save your money. Like, that's fine. That's why I always try to buy the arcane droplets from the events. And yeah, unfortunately for my battle mage, I did end up buying my entire set. Like, I bought 4 armors, 1 weapon, which is like, what, 30 bill straight up? Good times. My poor battle mage. Literally poor. Man, the XP really did start to slow down. What happens when you level too fast? You get used to like good EXP rates, and then once it starts slowing down, it feels so sad. Yeah. What are you guys all up to though today? Hopefully you guys are doing well. Any other drops over the last 24 hours? I want to see if I can get myself into a V healer run by the end of the week. I might be strong enough to do a blue dot and V healer, but I don't know if people are willing to be in the run for a long time, so I'm trying to get stronger. If I can get into a V healer run and get to 255, I can start Black Mage. I think that'd be good, because my Wild Hunter's about to stop doing Black Mage. It's about to stop doing Black Mage very soon. I still haven't run my party this month. I need to check around, see if they can take me. My Xenon's done, but Wild Hunter still needs at least another month. Daily stories, log in and log off. You know what? That's a fair way of playing the game right now. Kind of in a down period. Nothing really interesting going on. Now that the Hyperburn's over, there's not really much going on. The next interesting event is probably the anniversary event, where they'll probably give us a bunch of stuff. But for the next major event, yeah, it'll be the summer patch, which is when we get like 2 Hyperburns, and the Hyperburns are better than it's ever been. Instead of 1+2, it's 1+4. Now just think about it like that. You gotta level up 12 times to get to 260. Ridiculous. They're just trying to speedrun so many people to 260. Get into the new content, guys. They're trying to make 260 the new 200. View potting for extra mags. I think at some point it was like 300k views or something. I'm not sure how many they will end up getting or giving us. Hopefully we get a decent amount of mag pots. Mag pots are always welcome. Until then, though, I'm just going to be doing the good old manual grind to 260 because I don't really feel like doing anything else right now. The alternative is probably pushing the mech, but I don't really want to revive my vac pet, I'll be honest. Yeah, I think they only gave out like 15 or something instead of the full 30 or whatever it was. They probably knew that that could happen, so I'm not surprised they had a contingency cap. The things people do for mag pots. Who sells the droplets again? It's from any merchant, I think, now. Or at least in the ones in the main towns. If you go to any of the like the main cities, the merchants should sell the droplets. Actually, it should be the ones in the Arcane River. I don't think the one in like Leaf Free would sell it, for example. It'd have to be the Arcane River ones. I'd be very surprised if the Leaf Free shop sold it. Really? They sell it there as well? It's just anywhere? That is crazy. I'm pretty sure every city in Arcane River sells it. Even Celis. It's not even a city. It's just like a ship. Not a ship, a submarine. Hopefully after I finish all my boosters, I'll be somewhere in like 50 or 60%. Hopefully. And then I'll do my monster parks after as well. And that should level me up. You want the CS transfer event? Yeah, it's probably gonna be in like 4 months, hey? Wouldn't be surprised if they gave it to us in June or something. I feel like it was 210 2 days ago. I mean, it has only been a week. So it's leveled up pretty quickly. There's a lot of stuff that they gave though to make this even possible. They gave so many like mag pots, they gave so many XP vouchers. There's also the boosters. Just a lot of stuff that I've just funneled all into this character. Speedrun. I think the thing that helps me the most is that even though I am pre-260, the rates that I'm getting for training is still reasonable. Because that's the thing that makes it feel kind of bad, because a lot of people are like, oh, I could have just trained my main. But I don't really care about the XP on the main, so the XP is like a null factor for me. But what isn't a null factor is the fact that I'm getting all, like, money. It really helps that I'm training here in Moonbridge, and the rates are significantly better. And prior to this, I trained in Shadow Dance Hall. So I never really felt bad about training. The EXP was going on the character I cared about, and also I was still making money. It would be so much worse if I was making, let's say, like 300 mil an hour. Which is probably the rates you get, like, in the early game. But I kind of tried my best to farm Shadow Dance Hall and proper good maps. Feels bad not getting frags? Yeah, but I'm not playing those characters that get frags anyway. There's no... I don't feel bad about not getting stuff on characters that don't need it. If that makes sense. This is probably like a 600 mil an hour map. Maybe a little bit more depending on how efficient I run. I'm not that efficient though, so it's probably... It probably caps out at closer to 650. But this character's probably getting around 600. Battle Mage in shambles? I haven't done my Battle Mage's dailies in like 3 months at this point. If my Battle Mage misses me, it better start getting Pitch Boss. I'm not asking for much. If it wants to be a main, it's got to be 4 set. Show me the 4 set. Look, if it gets an emblem badge I don't know, Zerk and a Source, and they all go 22, then, you know what, maybe the Battle Mage is back. I'm not gonna say no to a character that wants it that badly, but it's giving me nothing but Dreamy Belts and CFEs. That's not good enough. I think it's a pretty simple compromise, you know. If the character wants to be played, then you gotta give me a reason to play it. See you in shambles with the amount of pitch. Yeah, that one is actually a little bit tragic because it's like, the thing that puts me off playing that character is the fact that it's 281. Like, just knowing that I have like 100 fragments on it at level 281 is just not a feels good moment. And then every time I think about it, it's just like, oh, if I want to play this character, the only thing that I can do to prog it right now is to farm. Just farm, and that's it. There's no excitement in bossing. There's no excitement in progging the character. The character's like, it's already done. It just needs to level up. And I just, no, just that thought by itself is just, does not make the character seem fun to me. I think specifically because it's already such a high level. I think if it wasn't as high as it is, maybe I would have considered playing it again. Okay, look, if that character was like a 260 with that much pitch, then I will 100% play the character. Let's put it like that. But because it's a 281, I don't know, just does not feel good playing like a legacy character that just does not have anything on it. It's definitely a feels bad knowing that your character's basically gear capped and all that you can do to get it strong is just to train. Where's the excitement for the bossing? I realize half the fun is running the bosses and hoping for drops. And that also showed when I was playing the Demon Slayer, sorry, not Demon Slayer, Demon Avenger, where there was no excitement or there was no ambition to push content because all I needed to do was get Abso stuff. Like, I have no inclination to go for Arcanes, even though Arcanes are slightly better. It's just the Absos were too effective at what they did. There's no excitement anymore. That's why we make new characters. Hello Fred, welcome. Nah, it's not about the class's gameplay, to be honest. It's more like the game in general for me. Like, the training has to be enjoyable, the bossing has to be enjoyable, and then also the character's prog has to be enjoyable for me. And that's why, like, I'm enjoying my Corsair, because it has kind of everything. It mobs fine, the bossing's fun, and it's actually able to make gains that I care about. Which is the kind of the problem with the Battle Mage, where the prog of it is actually really nice. It is a lot slower, but my main gain right now is to get to like 285, so then I can do C Carlos and Carling. But the class does not train nicely, in my opinion, and I don't really enjoy training it, so it's hard to push 285. If my Corsair was in that position, I would probably be pushing it. Hell, even my mech. If I swap my Battle Mage out with, like, let's say I swap 1-to-1 my Battle Mage with most other classes, right? If I swapped it to a mech or my Corsair at the moment, based off of how I feel about it, and gave it all that gear, I would probably still be pushing the main. You know what I mean? It has to have all those factors for me, for it to be interesting. And the Battle Mage is definitely losing out, specifically on the training component. I think the training is a little bit too active. for my liking. I think the thing that bothers me the most is genuinely the altars, because the altars have a 40-second... It's 100% uptime, but a 40-second duration. And you guys already heard, when I was training my Wild Hunter, how much I was complaining about that 30-second summon. It's basically the same thing for Battle Mage. So there's also that, and also my attack range is really short. So then I'm teleporting back and forth to full clear at 18k map. Sure, I can AFK 15k maps, but what class can't do that? I can check my star forcing thing. It's pretty close to 2T. Yeah, 1.97. So actually, if I do all of my weekly bosses and then spend all my money, I will hit 2T. I should probably be good though. I don't have that many spares to work with, and I kind of want to use the 5, 10, 15 to work on the items that need safeguarding. I kind of want to get my accessories done, and I have a lot of resources to make a lot of Meister rings. If I can get out of 5, 10, 15 with 2 Meister rings at 21 stars, I'd be really happy. So I should probably actually save for that. I can do like the nonsense tapping later. Would you go for 22? It depends on how much money I have, JH. I have infinite spares, like you said, but it's just like the money. It's not the only thing that I need to do. I would like to get 2 of them to 21, so 1 for the transfer, and then 1 for me to use. But I also want to 21 my CRA, which are currently 20. I have a bunch of random Dom Pendants now, for whatever reason. I still need my Abso shoes at 20 stars. Like... yeah, there's a bunch of random stuff that I still need to do. So I can't jam it to 22 yet. It's mostly like capped by Meso right now, right, JH? Like, you and me are in the same spot in that sense where, like, it's like some random amount of spares, and then you just have a cap on how much you can spend. And I'm just trying to get more average damage gains. You're gonna do 222s? You're just too broke? Yeah, dude, we're in the same spot. Every time that you get a new toy, you're just going to, like, spend money on it. You got your CFE yesterday. That's, like, all of your money gone, right? I'm the same thing, except it wasn't exciting like a CFE. For me, it was, the 30% off. It's all good. It's all good. Your main has 2 Eternals to tap. You're cooked, bro. It's over. You're just forever broke. Oh, dude, I just remembered. I'm also kind of doomed because I have my Wild Hunters Liberation next month as well. Grim. The Wild Hunter's getting a 2-line settle, no cap. Seated with the amount of pitches. Seen 1 ET. Sorry. Seen 2 ETs, 3 Zerks, and a belt. So that's 6 pitch all up. That's the same as my Battle Mage in terms of just the number of pitch. Because my Battle Mage has seen like what? 2 belts, an earring, 2, and like 3 eye patches. Did I count correctly? Yeah, something like that. That's actually crazy that my Wild Hunter has actually seen so much pitch. It's a shame that nothing hit anything good, but hey, pitch is pitch. It's always fun. I can't wait for an IA reset. You believe in the third Zerk for the Wild Hunter. The first two didn't even hit 19. So I am not inclined to believe. And I think for the Zerk as well, it actually has to go 21 for it to be usable for me. Because I think I have like so many Twilight marks it can easily go 21. So it needs to actually at least go 21 for the Zerk. Because I think I have a Daybreak on the Wild Hunter, potentially. If I do, then I can swap out my Dom Pendant with the Daybreak to maintain the 10%. And then I'll need to tap the ET to like 18 or 19, and then replace the Carnage Treasure. I'm assuming it's about 2 months. Because that's how long the gap between the Hyperburns were. I think JH made it in his second Hyperburn, right? Third time's the charm. You would think so. It's not always the case. You would hope so. If only it was easier as you got more spares, but it ain't. Yeah, your Demon Slayer is so lucky. Not only has it seen it, it actually hit some of them too. That's the crazy part. Start of Hyperion is like around December 2023. I almost said last year, but we just ticked over to the new year recently. Lost 18 coin tosses in a row. You know what? That sounds like my regional experience. It is what it is. You know, I actually I attended a YCS in 2019. It was either 2019 or 2020, and I played a pure going second deck, and I just hoped that my opponent just like won the die roll every time, so then I didn't need to tell them I wanted to go second blind. Can't be upset at the die roll if you build your deck to go second intentionally anyway. I don't know if that's even a valid strategy anymore. Just I don't know what the power scaling is for decks nowadays. But I can see that maybe going second nowadays is probably not the best idea. Depending on like the power ceiling of the cards and stuff. But back then, it wasn't as bad going first. There weren't that many decks that could, like, put up many Omni Negates. And the board breakers were a lot stronger then as well. First is usually better, because you get to build your board and your opponent has way less ways to interact with it. Whereas if you're going second, you're kind of doing the same thing that you want to do going first, but now you have to play through your opponent's board, right? So yeah, typically it is better to go first. But there are some decks where you can definitely just play blind second, because either it doesn't need much to get started on its own engine, or its own engine can naturally break boards going second. The best decks are always the ones that could play both going first and going second very consistently. Those were the best ones. I think that's why I enjoyed playing Runic so much. When you saw the right cards, you could brute force your way through so many situations. Such a fun deck, that one. Bring Duel Masters back. I think Duel Masters is actually like still one of the top performing TCGs in Japan. So horrible to play against. I can see why people would think that. I don't think it's that bad. I think once you get used to playing in such a high power format, and then suddenly these cards that don't feel like they do very much are in the game, it feels a lot slower. But when you play other card games, you start to realize, wait, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a bit of an anomaly. Whenever you play against a Runic player, or with Runic, you're kind of playing card games how they're usually played, when both players have a turn and stuff's happening on both times. That is until the Runic player starts winning, and then you're just slowly dying. Because you're like taking very little damage, but you are dying slowly. Agreed. Banned for drawing 2 is too wild. Yeah, it's just in the context of like the different games, right? It's because like the card didn't have a once per turn. If you think about it in that format, if it was unlimited, then everybody's basically playing like a 30 card deck. I think it was unhealthy, mostly. Well, the effect is very, very strong, of course, but it's not like we don't have alternatives right now. Like, there's other cards that make you draw 2 cards for a similar thing, with, like, various downsides. But they didn't want to normalize the decks being, like, just the good stuff, and then 20 unique cards, you know what I mean? It's 40 card decks, that's not a lot. Other card games have 50 plus, right? Magic has 60. I mean, granted, a lot of it is land, but they didn't want it to come down to a point where a lot of decks are just using the same 20 or 30 cards and then 10 different tech cards, right? That was the problem. I think in the early formats, like, that was why a lot of cards and formats changed. It's just, there was just a set of staple cards that every deck had to use. Otherwise, it would get swept. And that's I don't think that's healthy for a card game. But yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh! Though is like a completely different beast when it comes to like properly understanding like why things are good and bad compared to other card games. It's just completely different. It's not so simple as like, oh, this gives me a +1. In a lot of games, it's like, oh, this card's good, it gives me a +1. Or like, it makes me go +1 or +2. In Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like, oh, this one card lets me vomit out my entire deck. It's a very different like concept. If this card resolves and it doesn't go, and it plays through these and these cards, and can play through this other card, my opponent can't play the game. It's just, yeah, it's different. My favorite quote was from somebody who said like, if Magic and Pokemon were equivalent to like chess and checkers, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is like Call of Duty. And that line really stuck with me. It really is. It really does feel like that. I have a funny story actually that that happened to me around when I started playing One Piece. So I went to a card shop that I hadn't been to for a very long time. It was in a suburb that I lived in before I moved out. So obviously, it being on the other side of town, I never really went back there for like 5 years, right? So I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! At that shop. So I came back to play with my friends who lived on that side of town, to play some One Piece at the locals. You know, we sit down, we play some games, and then my opponent's like, "Oh, are you this guy?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's me. Like, how do you know me? Do you remember me from like an event or something?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, we used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Together back in the day." And I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool. Wait, what deck was I playing?" And he says to me, "You were playing Spiral. My first interaction with you was you playing Solitaire." And I just looked at him and was like, "I'm so sorry, dude." I'm so sorry. It all came rushing back to me. That guy probably just like came to locals to have a good time, just to play whatever deck he was playing, and then he played against me, and all I did was just ignored him. Well, whoops. It is what it is. To some extent too though, Pokemon is sort of like Solitaire. There's not actually that many interactions with your opponents. Like there are some... Most of the decisions are on you. I played in a few Pokemon tournaments and that was kind of why I didn't love the game. I respected the game because I understood that a lot of the game was like probability manipulation. That's like a really big part of Pokemon, and I can see it getting like pretty deep, and you really had to know how to increase your chances of doing stuff in that game. Or at least when I was playing it, or tried playing it. But there wasn't that much like player interaction, as I guess Magic does have like a decent amount of interaction. Yu-Gi-Oh has a decent amount of interaction, even One Piece to some extent. How's Corsair compared to Buck? I saw in the Corsair Discord that the damage is pretty comparable, but it is slightly higher effort in the sense that Corsair does have to manage like a bunch of random summons, right? But I heard that the damage is very similar. In terms of movement, both classes are pretty good. Buck has very fast movement and can reposition really quickly, but I think Corsair probably has a slight edge in micro movement, maybe? It's hard for me to say because I've played Buccaneer only a little bit. Like, the dash is really good, but Wings is also really strong. When did I hit 250? I actually leveled up yesterday. Not on stream, I just did Monster Park and leveled up. After 3-4, Corsair goes way up. Oh, there you go. Corsair eats really, really well on the update. You're playing MTG with your friend. Love how little interaction you have with the other. Yeah, it really just depends on the decks too. Pardon me. It really depends on the decks as well, and what formats you're playing. The person you get to use to skip chopped wood gets chopped wood. I think that's what happened to me when I was doing my Battle Mage series to start off. I was showing people how to do like Threads of Fate, and I said, okay, what you gotta do is you gotta click on a second one to re-roll it, and then see what ask they have. It doesn't matter what it is. And then the second one that I rolled got chopped wood, after already having chopped wood, and I was just like, this completely ruined my entire recording. Legit, like, suffered from success. Mission failed successfully. Oh yeah, but speaking of TCGs, I have started some plans of expanding my content to TCGs, specifically One Piece. I think this is something that I've always wanted to do, and I think there is, there's some fun ideas for videos off the top of my head, and I might try to do something and see where that goes. Time to get one of those weirdos to go mine, so he gets Meister accessory crafting. Yup, mine materials. Yeah. The hard part is actually like making my first video. Go under the table handing you cards. No. Nah, I want to try to make like proper content. And then when I do release the video, I'll share it with you guys too. It won't be on this channel. I think it makes sense for me to make a new channel for that. I don't know how successful it's going to be, but I like the idea of making another set of content. And I think if I get like a little lucky on the exposure of my content, it might be able to do something. And I might be able to add it to the stuff that I'm working on. I think that'd be cool, but I don't want to get my hopes too high. Half of content creation is just getting lucky. See, that's the thing. Like, a lot of content is short form. But I think if I can get myself to be one of the established people doing long form content, then I can stay stuck in on it, right? Like, think of it like my MapleStory videos. I think MapleStory in general performs really well as short form content. But all of my videos are like longer than 30 minutes. Or I try to make them around 20 to 30 minutes. So it's the same kind of idea, where if I can establish myself doing a certain form of content, that's what's gonna get stuck, right? Again, a lot of this sort of stuff, you kind of have to get lucky, and I'm trying to like plan my first kind of video idea out. We'll see how it ends up. There's a fair chance that it just doesn't do anything. I get like 20 people clicking on the video and that's it, and then that'd be like several hours of effort gone. But I feel like I have nothing to lose. There's too much you want to do. You gotta get up and do it. Shadow is not gonna level itself. Actually, in this event, it kinda can. If you leave it in the AFK room, I suppose. Very, very slowly levels up. I think for me, just in like my content in general though, my biggest weakness is probably my editing. I'm not, like, I don't know how to use video editing software. Not to the point where like you can make some pretty good videos, like well-produced videos. And unfortunately, I can't afford proper video editing software. Like I can't pay for what's the one that a lot of people use? Is it Premiere? Is that the one that a lot of people use? Yeah, I can't afford that. I could sail the high seas. But there's also like just the problem. Even if I have like a better editing program, I still would not know how to use it. Yeah. We'll see what happens. I need to have a plan on my first video first when it comes to the TCG stuff, and then we'll see. I have a little bit of a cheat code when it comes to making One Piece content as well, which I hope to be able to leverage. A slight cheat code that might be able to push me into something productive. And that is like, I am probably able to get time with if not one of the best players in Australia. And depending if I can organize it, I might be able to use, I guess, his credentials in the videos. I think that always helps. Like, if you have somebody who's like a known good player in anything, it could definitely help push you into the limelight a little bit. I mean, I was like an okay player in Yu-Gi-Oh! Back when I was active, but it's hard for me to say that I'm a good player in One Piece. But I can be in touch with the guy who's going to Worlds this year for Australia. It wouldn't be hard for me to get in touch with him. It's just more like setting aside time and then making the most out of it, if that makes sense. And I think that would always help, right? Like, if you were applying a TCG and you were able to get the thoughts of somebody who's literally gone to Worlds and playing for Worlds for our region, it's probably going to hold a little bit more weight than some dude making YouTube content, right? Just maybe. Maple and no showers, bro. Is that like just a self-report or what? Whatever you say, JH. Whatever you say, mate. Whatever makes you happier. Now, the guy's probably just like hella sweating. That's what happens when you live in a humid country. How many total classes have you taken to 260? I feel like you're playing a new class each week. You know what? It does feel like that. And I'm kind of enjoying life right now. Alright, let's see for Hyperion. It's probably at least 6 characters alone. And then at least another 3 or 4 in Chronos. So let's say like 10 total. I think 10 is like maybe an overestimate, but it just should be around there. I mean, you can just open up my Legion board here. 1, 2, 3, 4 here, and then 5, 6. Do we count the Shade? It's technically Hyperburn that I did nothing with it. 6 if we count the Shade, 7 if we count this Corsair, because this Corsair will get to 260 eventually. And then I have Cannon Master for 8, Kana for 9, Blaze Wizard for 10. Yeah, so 10 characters. My favorite so far. I enjoyed Blaze Wizard in terms of the training. The bossing was kind of fun, but when you start playing good classes, Blaze Wizard, you can really see it's cons, unfortunately. I think if you didn't know about or play any other class, Blaze Wizard will probably feel fine, if you don't know any better. Ignorance is bliss with that class. Training Kana was very free. Training most of the resistance classes was pretty easy, with the exception of Battle Mage. Demon Avenger, I don't remember the training too well. But it was Hyperburn, so I probably didn't even do that much. Yeah, I want to say in terms of like overall enjoyment, Mechanic is probably number 1. And then Wild Hunter in terms of its training and learning how to boss with it, that was kind of fun. And then Blaze Wizard, probably. That's my experience. But again, for Wild Hunter and Blaze Wizard, once you start playing like real classes, you can really see what they're lacking and it feels really sad. Did the Shade do a single boss? It did normal Zakim, probably. How many hours do I play per day? Usually for however long I stream for. So that can vary between 2.5 to 5 hours usually. I don't often play MapleStory off stream though. I try to do as much as I can on stream, and yeah, that's pretty much it. The weather's always bad. Now, JH has said this in the past already. I quote him on this. He says he's weak. It wasn't only like a couple of weeks ago where this guy was like actually sick, and then he got better, then he got sick again. I feel like that happened recently. Oh, I popped the rune, but I forgot to pop boosters. I'm so dumb. I don't think I popped a single booster this half an hour. $272 is grindy as hell. I mean, between reg and reboot, you're probably needing like levels anyway. It's probably gonna be just as grindy. The only thing that won't be as grindy is, I guess, like the availability of gear. MapleStory is just a grindy game in general. Frenzy on reboot. We did have totems for a time when we had spawn enhancements. The problem wasn't like having or not having it, it was just a case of like how it was implemented. Because before, when you bought the spawn enhancers, for the first thing is it lasts for only 2 hours. Which means that a lot of people, if you pop the totem, you have to train for 2 hours, or at least you'll feel compelled to, right? Now, this wouldn't have been a problem if it wasn't for the fact that you only had 15 a month. You got 15 a month from the reward shop, and you got 2 from the dailies, so you had 17 totems all up per month. So now you're in like this like hella FOMO version of the game, where you have to, or you feel like you have to do 17 totems a month. And each time you do the totem, you have to sit down and spend 2 hours at a time to do it. Alright? So you can see why like this might be a bit of a problem for a lot of players. I think if they just simply tweaked it, so then... For first thing, I think it would have been a lot healthier if the totems weren't 2 hours, and then maybe like trimmed down to either an hour or half an hour even. And then perhaps remove the limit. Like, having a 15 totem a month limit was like such an arbitrary number. It was just a lot of things that made the game genuinely feel very unhealthy. It felt very unhealthy, and in hindsight, I did those totems every month, and I remember sitting down for those for like 2-hour sessions, and it was just, it didn't feel good. And in hindsight, it was probably extremely unhealthy for me. Yeah, and this is not taking into account that Karnas had Kishin at the time too. So Karnas had their own inbuilt totem, their own inbuilt spawn enhancer. So what a lot of people did actually do was, this is the start of the 2 PC meta, right? Like, people had Karnas that were high enough level on a separate account that could sit in your map, and you would just keep pressing Kishin off cooldown, so then you didn't have that limit anymore. And then people started complaining that like now we're getting gaps by people who are being sweaty and doing this 2 PC nonsense. Look, there was the only way that they could make totems feel not toxic was to give it 100% of the time to everybody at any given point. That's the only way that it can ever be healthy. If it's always on totem, then it's never on totem, right? That was my vibe on it. But then at that point, then you might as well just keep the game as it is, without the spawn enhancement. Now it's just inherently slower. But you don't need people to like speedrun this game, so it's probably within the best interest of the company to never bring it back. Unless they only allow you to use totems up to a certain level. I could see them creating an item that gave us spawn enhancements and much more EXP all the way to like 260. Or later down the track, maybe even up to 280 or something like that. It just really depends on what they want to do in terms of content. They're already trying to give us like more ways to get to 260 quicker in the form of hyperburns. We don't need totems. Look at the hyperburn. Every time you level up 5 times. Like, you level up 12 times from 200 to 260. 12 times. If you do 1 level a day, which is extremely reasonable for most players, 12 days and you're done with your hyperburn. 12 days. Yeah. I don't think there is a world where they bring back spawn enhancers for heroic. It's either going to be permanently on or permanently off. And in both cases, it's like you didn't have it. So at that point, you might as well just be dictating what pace you want your players to go at. Hexa will get faster over time. Yep. It's only a matter of time until they start like giving us better ways to get Hexa and stuff. Hello CC, welcome. Yeah. I will say, the time when they actually got rid of the spawn enhancers, it felt so bad. When you are so used to playing with like whatever the amplifying is, like it would have been at least, say, like 1.5 time. Like, you kill this whole map, it respawns. You kill the whole map, it respawns. It was like a constant feed of mobs on your map, right? And then you go from that to our current version, where you can easily full clear a map, and there's like the 3 or 4 second downtime. Like, we're just waiting for mobs to spawn. It felt so bad in comparison. It was a whole new game. But not necessarily in a good way. It was like spawn rate withdrawal. No, a lot of people quit off of the back of totems getting removed because they thought the game was dead. And I think, in hindsight, it was a little bit of an overreaction to say the game was dead, but it definitely felt worse for a long time. But the thing that helped the transition from not having totems to our version now was roughly the same time that they introduced daily EXP. So before then, when you did your Vanishing Journey, Choo-Choo, whatever dailies, you didn't get any EXP. You just got symbols. The only EXP that you got was whatever the mobs gave you. So once they got rid of the totems, they synced it at the same time with when we got daily EXP. So that, at the very least, kinda helped out. So even though you didn't really get that much EXP from training as much, you still got a decent amount of EXP from your dailies. If they didn't introduce that at the same time, I think genuinely a lot of people would have left the game and not come back. Yeah, they definitely give us more fragments somehow. The Legion champions are going to be so difficult to do. All they got to do for Heroic is to make fragments interchangeable. Done. Make all sources of fragments interchangeable. The same way that node stones are. I think then we have a system that is playable. Because right now, you're just straight up sacrificing frags no matter where you're going. If they make the fragments interchangeable, then at least the people who are actually looking towards making stronger mules are able to do that while still not sacrificing their main. Because chances are, if you're working on, like, your 5th Black Mage mule, your main is probably close to done. Probably. If not already done. Should be farming with Legion drop. Unless you have so many coins that you can't use, I wouldn't bother with Legion drop. Just wealth is enough. Yeah, EXP on the main, frags on the mules. Then we got a nice little system going on. Guys, I can't believe I did that entire half an hour without popping a single booster. Guys, I think I've lost the plot a little. Alright. Coupons are done here. Let's take a break from grinding here. Let's just loot everything. For the hour, let's see how much EXP I got. Yeah, about 20-something%. I probably would have been closer to 30% if I remember to use the booster. So 30% per hour. It's gonna take a little bit because that was with 3x plus boosters. 48 mil right there. Yeah. Getting these like random droplets. How many have I picked up here? 23 droplets. Look at that. On my grind to 250, I've picked up 23 droplets. Man, back in the day, you couldn't buy droplets. You had to farm them. God, imagine needing like your first like arcane armor, and you had to grind 108 droplets. And the best part too was if you wanted the arcane river ones, like the ones from Arcana, you had to farm in Arcana. Oh, you're 260? Bad luck. Gotta farm in Arcana. Alright, let's complete these. That gave me like 1%. Oh, that's because I had no inventory space. Okay, let's put some stuff away. Or I can just buy some storage expanders here. Is it use tab? Yeah, that should be good for the time being. I just need to add some more so then I can claim my fams. Alright, let's try this again. Ah, that's better. And let's do some fun content here. Fun in quotation marks. Hello, afternoon. Turn red. It very well could be. Alright, here we go, guys. Only one try, because I failed the rare to epic. The rare to epic fails are so sad. Dex +5. Nice. Okay. Alright. Let's go change things up. I'm gonna go ahead and do some weeklies. Some weeklies that I didn't finish yesterday. I'm not too fussed about the fams though until I start going to Cernium. Cernium is when I'm probably expecting myself to hit something useful, hopefully. I wouldn't mind like a 30% boss damage fam or something. No, not boss damage, like IED fam rather. Okay. Did I wait out my guild skills? I did not. Oh man, I didn't wait out my guild skills. What am I doing? Am I just gonna do Gloom without guild skills? Guess I'm doing Gloom without guild skills, guys. Why did I buy so many Legion Mites? I hope they give us more fragments, for sure. One day they'll give it to us, surely. Alright, let's just do Gloom. I don't need G skills for Gloom. I'll just be sad. Alright. This is gonna be a really sad looking Gloom run. Hope you guys are in for a long run with me. I'll die before first open? Come on, man. I would never do that. Me dying before first open? That's crazy. Mech doesn't use green pot. I'm assuming it doesn't because it's a hurricane class. If it does, I don't want to know. I played this class this entire time without a green pot. I'm not starting now. Because if I start now and I can notice the difference, I'm going to be buying green pots. I think the torpedo thing actually doesn't do that much damage. So I wonder if it's even... I know the green pot does make the dash like slightly faster. But I don't know how much damage it increases for like these torpedoes. You know what? The damage isn't the worst. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. Mechanic is trying her best. And I'm trying my best to sabotage. All good. It makes not a big difference. Okay, thank you, Demon. I know Demon's been playing Mechanic as well. I did end up getting KFC. I didn't have too much though. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Wasn't meant to press the spread missiles. Most of the damage comes from the Hurricane, which are the rockets that aren't affected by attack speed. It's the thing that's like ringing in your ears right now. The ones that are flying everywhere. Those ones do most of the damage. And those are a Hurricane. I'm just gonna hope I don't die in the corner. Yup. All according to plan. Yeah, you can just turn off your sounds. But I need to know that it's on when I boss, otherwise I don't know if my character is attacking the boss or not. You hate holding the key down? That's what the foot pedal's for. Okay, holding in the foot pedal, understandable. I didn't buy the foot pedal until more recently. And it's been pretty good, I won't lie. Makes me feel like I'm driving the tank. But at times like this, I wish I had cruise control. You're around Hyperion? Okay, all good. Okay, I lost door. Somehow I lost door without dying a second time. use it for any other job. I used it while training my Wild Hunter, because Wild Hunter's Hurricane is like a big part of its mobbing. So I did use it there for a little bit. I know some people use it for Xenon's Laser Charge. And I'm sure there's other classes that you can probably use it on as well. But those are the only ones I've personally used it on. I personally really like it on my mech. It's so nice. And I know that some people swear by it on their Xenon as well. It's just a nice, convenient input, you know? Whoa. You know, for a sub 20-minute run with no guild skills on a DPS character in Gloom, it's not too bad. Thought it was a joke. I mean, it still kind of is a joke, I won't deny that. It's a little bit gimmicky to be using a foot pedal for Maple Story. Like, it feels, like, kinda wrong. But hey, it works. It's just a one-button controller that happens to be powered by your foot, right? Using a foot pedal to drive yourself insane. You should bind the foot pedal to spacebar. So when you star catch it with the foot pedal. Man, JH, you good, mate? Oh man, I think you've actually lost it. Is it the weather again? What not hitting does to a man. It's funny you say that, he actually has been hitting like pretty hard. Bro's kinda lucky. Yesterday he got a Commanding Force earring to 22 and then 3-lined it. Crazy. Uh-oh. Man, I can't wait to liberate on this character. He's so strong. This is already currently one of my stronger characters. I can only imagine how much stronger it is. What's Sarah's origin like? You see that ship in the background, the top left of my screen? It does something like that. It's like a summon for a short amount of time that just does a bunch of damage. But Corsair is not an origin class, I'm pretty sure. If anything, I think all of the points in the upcoming patch go straight into its mastery, like the new mastery, for the most part. The new mastery is so broken in comparison to all its other skills. But I think it's like a bunch of damage and then a summon. I'll have to check the Discord again. A few of the guys did the math for it for themselves, and it looks like the general consensus seems to be just jam all your points into the new mastery. Or at least most of it is in the new mastery. Kinda cracked that class. Gained so much out of it. So the reason why I looked like a pet was because they sold these rings in the cash shop a few weeks ago. I don't think you can get them anymore, unfortunately, but yeah, it just like let you look like an animal. It's like a random pet. So unfortunately, if you're looking to buy one, you won't be able to at the moment. And knowing next time, we will never know when they bring it back. Okay, next origin plus maybe another burst and I'm out. Can't wait for the new mastery. Yeah, me too. The new mastery looks really good. Do you know what I'm gonna do? When I get my 6th job, I'm saving every single fragment that I get for the new mastery. Just gonna be a naked Corsair with level 1 Soul Janus and level 1 Origin. I'm just saving all my points. I'm not touching it. For 3 months. Do max Janus. 1 Origin, 30 Janus. That's it. That whole mastery is Corsair. The mastery that they're getting is like the same way that people think about, like, let's say Night Lord. When you think Night Lord or like a lot of thief classes, you think about like their shadow partner, right? That skill is basically Corsair shadow partner. Switch to your 200th new character. Come on. Nah, I'm sticking with this Corsair. Look, I'm not gonna switch to the new shiny toy in 2 days, okay? It's not what's gonna happen. Oh no. Wait, you guys don't think I'll stick with the character? I'll stick with my character. Oh my god. Almost died to the leg. Whoa. I don't know if I can. Can I DPS 3%? I got hit by that missed ball while I used my 30-second skill. Ah, man. Deathless? Lost all, no ET. JH, what happened to being happy for me when I hit pitch boss? Come on, man. To be honest, I'd probably be happier with a continuous 4 than I would be with an ET. Didn't this character boom a Zerk the other day? It was this one, right? Yeah, it boomed a Zerk the other day. Honestly, I probably could have got out if I just didn't get hit by the orb. My mobile missile battery didn't hit it. Oh my god, I just realized another thing I wanted. I wanted the Estellas, and I still haven't got a set of Estellas on this character. I'm using legendary reinforced earrings instead as my drop gear. I don't even remember when I made this. Disgusting. Well, that took a lot less time than I expected it. I still do not have my guild skills up. Do I just do Lucid? Can I do Lucid without my guild skills? I don't know. The only one way to find out. I can probably pop it in the middle of Lucid. During the middle. And then it should be okay, probably. Probably. Wait, I don't have my origin up. I'm just gonna do normal burst then. It's gonna be like that Wild Hunter run. Probably not, actually. I actually don't mind Lucid on mech. This boss for mechanic is like a slow burn. So the damage is like probably not very impressive, as you guys can see. It's like kind of whatever, right? But the damage will be like this for like the whole time. That's the thing that's kind of cool about mech, where the uptime is very high and the amount of damage it does is very consistent. And I lost all. That's just rude, Lucid. The hell's this? Up, up. Man, when a golem lands on me, I can never tell which side I needed to get out of the way from. And I respawned into dragon. Do I have blink? Oh, I don't need it. Run it. Alright, it might end up like a Wild Hunter run, but not in the same way. I'm just getting bopped by these golems. If I stay right here, she won't see me, right? dodge by reading right under the dragon. Yeah, that's the way you're supposed to dodge it. That's why you're meant to try to keep the field as clear as possible. When the mushrooms start, when the golems start stacking up, you got to clear the sides. And back when you used to run with like a lot of people, you're meant to tell your teammates which side the dragon is on. So you would have to clear the side and then run to where the dragon is. It wasn't until a little bit later when they introduced what's it called? The blink float thing. Then once they introduced the blink float, then people stopped caring about dragon as much. Because blink didn't used to float you. It used to just literally teleport you to a random spot. And now everybody uses blink. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stupid golem. These things are after me, man. So spoiled now. It's funny that you say that because when they did actually first introduce Blink, one of the bosses that was used that Blink was used in the most was probably Black Mage. Because the way that a lot of people dodged the rollings was just to up jump and then hold Blink. Right, when that was introduced, that was the new thing, the new strat. And I remember a lot of my friends who cleared Black Mage before they added Blink were just like so confused, like, why are you guys running into the side? Like, you guys only get run over by the rollings, and then they just like all up jump and blink, and I just remember them being like, okay, that skill's just broken. It's just broken. Times have changed. I try not to rely on Blink too much, because then you forget what options that you have. Knowing how to maneuver without Blink is a very useful thing to do. I have always been a fan of jumping over the rollings as opposed to blinking, because it keeps Black Mage out of the corner. If Black Mage is running around a lot and he sits in the corner, it makes it really awkward when you have to play for down and up FMA. Can mech blink on the mech? I should be able to. I don't see why not. It does have its own sort of blink though. Ah, nice. The bulk of my burst was done. Actually teleported. Test right after bind. It's not so bad on mechanic because of most of its damage is actually after the bind. Like, there is that burst component, but afterwards, you don't really mind that you're chasing her around for the most part. I think that this class is really good for Lucid if it wasn't for the P3. If it wasn't for P3, Mech is actually a really good class for this boss. Because you don't rely so much on your burst as much compared to other classes. So you can actually just randomly burst bind, and you're probably going to be okay. Happened to your Bowmaster so many times when you were progging. Yeah. Thankfully, because like the main pro and con for this class is that the burst is really long. Like one of my 5th job skills lasts like a minute, like 2 minutes. By the time that it comes back off cooldown, it just went away. Like it's like that sort of stuff, right? This class of burst is very, like it has barrage, which is about 10 seconds, so you can get most of it off during the bind. And then the rest of it takes another 30-40 seconds to go through. And there's only a few of them that do that, and then the rest of it lasts like another minute. Like, she did test, right? Right after my burst, and I'm still about 3 bars down. If this was my Wild Hunter, she's probably like 1 bar down. Because Wild Hunter has like a 30-second window to do all its damage as well. And she flies away, it's doomed. Yeah. Mech is really nice for Lucid if it wasn't for P3. She hasn't done laser in a while. Nice. I was just about to set up my burst. I probably should have bound her again. Oh, never mind, she's standing still. Let's go. I love it when the boss cooperates. Oh. Miss having an iframe for the bomb. Yeah. It's hard for night lobby in that. It's even worse too when you have a last resort on. If you don't have an iframe and your last resort, it's so tragic. Alright, well, now we have to wait for like 6 minutes for my origin to come back up.
Go Holly, 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 go Holly.
Those donations are what makes me keep going on the Wild Hunter. I was just turning on my aircon right there. Got lucky that the dragon didn't straight up kill me. Whoa, 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 whoa. A little bit too crazy on the movement there. Chill. And funding my KFC trips? Somewhat. Whoa. Oh. That didn't mean to. This is the only downside of playing mechanic. If you use your dash at the edge of the platform, it sends you flying. I didn't mean to do that. Went a little too crazy on the movement there. Oh man, I bound her. I was trying to stop her from using sickles. No, come back. Please. Also, I just realized this is a 15-minute H Lucid with no G skills. This class is kind of crazy. It has such a good matchup against Lucid, it's nuts. Damage uptime 100%. I just need to wait for my origin as well. Oh! I didn't realize there was a bomb in my head. The downside of using the bunny suit. Oh well, that was rude. Okay. I might be losing a lot of lives here, but I'll be alright, right? Surely I don't die out. I had to do a whole bar still, actually. I should actually go find where she is. Dude, there's no way I die out. Okay, there is a way. There is a way. Oh my god, that's sickle. Almost ruined me. Just got a raw 4 on Damien on your Blaze Wizard. Hey, congrats on raw 4. Yo, guys, she's after me. Which one of you guys are taking control of this boss right now? Yeah, you know, that would be fun. Imagine if you like players, there's like a PvP mode where the players get to play as the boss. Everyone else plays as the characters. Oh, that was somewhat convenient. I was not paying attention to the mid break, so I'm hoping that it's gonna be okay here. Looking a little sus, all good. Just DPS class things. Okay. Now I can do V healer with my guild skills. Give me a Twilight mark, please. Nothing. Well, good to know that I can do this boss without my guild skills. Maybe I should start doing that. Do I have HP fams? That's a HP fam. I don't think I have anything that gives me 2 lines of HP though. Yeah, good enough. Alright, time to learn how to do V healer again. Because this boss I'm not very good at it. At least not on this mechanic. He's hoping for the best. Oh, I don't have my origin up. I'll just enter with this. I won't worry about origin. No, that's not the thing. This one? No, this one. Ursus? I can get Ursus, why not? I'm still waiting a few more seconds anyway. Giving myself less ways to grief. I haven't done Ursus in a while. Should probably start doing it again. Alright. Wish me luck. Try not to die out. My main goal today is to try to stay at 5 throughout the whole fight. That's the goal. I mean, if I get strong here and there, that's fine. That's that normal V healer experience, but just like as an overall goal, I don't want to lose any lives to the FMA. Being on the mech change the hitbox? Yeah, a little bit. It's more like you can't really tell where you are. I don't think it changes the hitbox. I think it's only obviously different when you're ducking. When mechs duck, they're really short. Well, they're basically like 1 pixel tall. So you can dodge a lot of random things by ducking. Like for example, Damien's horizontal orbs, when he throws those fireballs horizontally, you can actually duck the entire thing. For no reason at all. Make realistic goals here. Come on, man, it's realistic. Just don't get hit. Look, I got 40 seconds left in this FMA to not get hit. Surely. Should have lowered my graphics ever so slightly, to be honest. Because it's getting close to where I can't really see what's going on. Close, but not quite. Whoa, that's a lot of poison there. Uh-oh, am I gonna HP death? Alright, a little lucky there. I need to take her out of that corner. Come over here. Yeah, that's pretty good damage. call this foreshadowing. It's not foreshadowing, guys. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make it out alive. With 5 lives intact. I say that as I get hit by the orbs. All good? Oh, there's a lot of... Can't tell what's going on anymore on top of this pile. All I know is there's 10 seconds left until FMA, and I'm hiding. And I'm iframing this because I'm a coward. I got hit by the purple, but I didn't get hit by the string. I wonder if I could have dodged both of them. Gonna need strings soon for MP. I am running low on mana, aren't I? I mean, this is a relatively safe time to do it. Would you rather play Flora or Nova? Oh no, I got strung again. And you know what? I'm just gonna quickly get another cleanse. I think I have the debuff down. Do I have it down? Oh, I don't know if I have it down. I have the other summons down. Oh, I have it down now. I almost jumped into that string there. Oh, they hit me. I'm so scared. Alright, we're good. So much gas. Get out. Oh my god. I keep getting hit by purple and green. Not because I don't know which side it is, but it's just because like my positioning is like off by half a character's length. Alright, I don't have my burst up, unfortunately. I think do I have to... Should I burst before or after the FMA? I think I'll do it after the FMA. I can prep during it though. Seven percent to 275. Ooh. Early congrats on 275, if I read that correctly. I'm probably gonna need to start catching some strings. I'm running out of mana again. Oh no, that's a Lotus I see there. Oh, I got double 5, that's good. Okay, as long as she doesn't do like green into purple, I should be okay to cleanse here. Whoa, whoa, I'm gonna go strong there. Kaiser's insane with 3 and 4 out? What did they change for Kaiser's Mastery 3 and 4? Uh-oh. Right on top of the corpse. Don't like that. Okay, managed to get strung there, but I can probably catch some strings while prepping burst. Whoa, whoa, whoa! It's a lot of HP I'm missing there. I think I lost Thor there. That's okay though. Thor's a resource. Whoa, Lotus. Get out of here, mate. I want to move over here. I can't see anything over there. So, most of your farms are purple, so the best way to farm better potential farms. for the epic potential fams, that's the purple ones you're talking about, they have in theory, the best chances to get large drop. So if you just keep making the purple ones, then hopefully you have a better chance of seeing large drop. Then once you're done with large drop, you can start going for the unique ones, which are like, I don't know, is it yellow or orange? I can't tell. I'm a little colorblind. Whichever one it is, like the unique ones, you can start pushing those for boss damage fams. What color are the unique fams, guys? Are they yellow or orange? Or something in between? $160 fams and you haven't seen it yet? Yeah, it's difficult. Fams are not exactly a friendly system, to say the least. Okay, I'll need to buff up after FMA. Drop fams don't stack? Yeah, you just need only one. One large drop is enough. Oh my god, I got hit by everything. Oh, it's because it's Lotus. Whenever anytime anything goes wrong in V Healer, I will always blame Lotus. It's always Lotus's fault. It will never not be Lotus's fault in V Healer. If I string out, it's not my fault, it's Lotus. Lotus jump scare is real. Need one more burst and we're out. Oh! I got yeeted into a string. I gotta be careful with my HP here, actually. Whoa, whoa, Damien, yo, you gotta chill, brother. Actually kind of low on HP. Maybe I should string. No, Damien's back. It's always one of these two guys. Ruining my day. Oh! Spooky. No. I'm hiding here. I refuse to get strung. I did not mean to scoot out. I got strung. I pressed I was pressing my buffs. My dash is on my W. I was meant to press 2 and I pressed W. And I ran forward and I lost the skull. No. Rerun. Just rerun. What's the point of doing this boss anymore? From my Xenon's fat head to me fat fingering the dash. Tragic. Oh, I'm actually taking hella damage though. Yo, I gotta focus up. There's 3% left. I can't be throwing here, guys. Oh, Lotus is here. Oh! It's always Lotus. Guys, I'm gonna die out. This Lotus is gonna end my career. I was chilling before, but Lotus is no joke, guys. No funny business. Doesn't matter how close you are to clearing. The moment that Lotus shows up, you gotta take things seriously. It's always Lotus's fault, guys. Leave, you won't. No, I will not. I am not waiting to do it again. Congrats, Sauce. We'll see. I don't actually have a drop coupon. I forgot to buy a drop coupon, guys. All good. Drops are fake anyway. Unless there was a drop coupon and I just missed it. See, if I did that on my Corsair, it would have got a source. Because that character's boosted. $4.5 bill. Wow, this character makes good money. We're rich, guys. Back in business. That's alright. I don't really care for source on my mules. I wouldn't mind daybreaks though. Maybe I shouldn't have put away that that boss pot. Probably need these. I'll just grab 10. How strong is this character? Probably not as strong as you would think. Hang on, let me just put everything away first. It's got a bunch of 20s. 18 here. It's got a continuous 3, which is nice. 21 Meister. Both of these are 17. Pendants are actually so painful on mules. If you don't get lucky on seeing a lot of Dom pendants, it's so hard to push. 20 here. 21 Sierra. This is just 17 because I think I just got my second one this week. Yeah. So I haven't had a chance to push it yet. So hopefully I'm pushing that. I tried to push the Zerk, but yeah, it didn't go. What else? Yeah, Sierra. All my Absols are 20. And then this. And this. And then 2-line attack. And then a nice emblem. It's like nothing like crazy. Nothing crazy. Alright. What's the combat power? It's 57 mil. Is heard from an owl listening to your micromanager scream. some things when it comes to office works and stuff, it's just all very relatable. Alright, I need to save some of these characters for a nil, so I'll probably organize it with him later. I can probably do not the Wild Hunter, because that's gonna make me lose my mind. Did I already do this actually? Who's Dripperdope? Oh, that's my Dark Knight. It's one of my champions. It is the Dark Knight. Did I actually already run my Wild Hunters bosses? I did. Oh my god, I'm so smart. Did it at the beginning of the week so I don't have to deal with that. Look, I realized I just realized that I did it yesterday and I already like pushed it out of my mind. Maybe I'll do Pathfinder. Let's do Pathfinder. I actually like my Pathfinder. Symptom is called for being forgetful. Boomergize. That's the first time I've ever heard of that. Bree's making up words again. Alright. Time for some normal Lomian bossing. Uh-oh. No, not the shield. I'm pushing 50, that is crazy comms. What does this guy want? The guy just joined and left. The audacity. How can you do that to me and expect me to click on it and not even be in the room? I'm getting trolled. Unbelievable. This guy just left. Hit me with the chat invite and left. JH just wants attention, but he doesn't actually want to talk. That's crazy. Meant to be left as a notification. Hello Fuzzy, I'm doing well, thank you. Just doing some normal Lomian bosses right now. I didn't have a lot of my buttons up. Did I see your Nightwalker secondary? I haven't looked. A nice secondary change. W Boss Mule. That was funny. Oh, I got died. 71 mil unlocked Hexa still takes 20 minutes to do Sea Gloom with G skills. I feel like something, maybe you're doing something wrong, because you should be a lot stronger than at least my Wild Hunter. My Wild Hunter is like barely 60 mil. And it does Sea Gloom in about 18 minutes, maybe less. Pathfinder is definitely not weaker than Wild Hunter, so maybe something's gone wrong. I don't know what it is though. I wouldn't know what it is. It honestly could be a variety of things. It could even not be you doing anything wrong in particular. You know, one thing that actually I got scammed by from myself was when I was doing my DA's bosses, like I did Lotus and Damien, I found out after the fact that I had like 90 IED, and that definitely like would have made it really annoying. Yo, Lotus is not going to the top left. Oh, it's in the bottom right. So hard Lotus in 5 to 6 minutes. That sounds about the same as like my Wild Hunter as well. It could be a damage uptime thing maybe. I don't know how Pathfinder's origin is, but I don't usually use my origin for the laser, if that makes a difference. When I use my origin, I just use it as soon as like the burst is ready. Oh, I am so dead. Because some origins are like buff origins, so you're forced to use them at the beginning. I never use the origin to stop the laser ever. I will always use the origin normally. Oh my god! I'm running out of torrents. Running around like a headless chicken right now. How did I die? I didn't pot, that's why. I'm on 2 lives. Sorry for distracting. No, you're good. You're good. It's not you, it's me. No, I think for Sea Gloom, one of the things is you just use your origin straight up. Like, I know some people, especially at like when I started doing more Sea Gloom, people were telling me to like cancel the laser with origin. But if you think about it, like you want to use your origin with all the bursts and stuff. Now I don't see why you would want to save it. I don't know. I feel like just do your burst normally. When it opens, do your whole burst normally. Don't worry about the laser. Is this hard? No, this is normal. Yeah. Like, even for my battle mage, I literally, like, when the eye is about to open, I would just buff up like normal, and then as soon as the eye opens, I use my origin straight up. I don't care about the laser at all. I don't respect the laser at all. I feel like forcing yourself to, like, use the origin to keep the eye open makes no sense. Unless you're double opening it. If you're double opening it, then fair. But if it's just a single open, you use your origin, and then as soon as the bind ends, it closes. Upload video for Hallie and go frame by frame and review your play. You know, honestly, if people actually unironically uploaded their boss runs for me to boss review, I would probably do that. That actually sounds like fun and sounds really productive. I think when it comes to bossing and when people are learning to do new bosses, especially for things like Black Mage, it's hard to see what you can and can't improve on. Review your old boss runs. Do you have your BM solo or anything? It's gotta be like a fun boss. I don't want to see you sit there hold Hurricane in Gloom. Review your Black Mage run from 2 years ago. It actually is something that I offered in for my members if they wanted to do it. I might push it down to like silver, perhaps, because it's not something that a lot of people will do. Review my runs. I have screen shake on. Oh, sorry, I can't. I'll be distracted by the screen shake. Yo, JH, DM me some of your boss runs. Actually, I remember, was it you, JH, who like uploaded like your early Black Mage runs? Am I just gonna watch this guy just ice skate? What's going on? Why is he? Well, he's a little bit too excited. He did actually link it to me. Is this like your first clear? Uh-oh. You die out in this one. Yo, what the spoilers? It says attempt 1. You know what? You're fair. That's fair. Oh, he teleported. Alright. We can see JH's a Black Mage after. During the times when he was not number 1 yet. Actually, JH, out of curiosity, were you number 1 Bowmaster the entire time, or did you have to like overtake a bunch of people? Were you just the last man standing at some point? Or were you always number 1? It was really strong when he changed mains after booming his CRA and Arcanes 21 to 22. You know what? Valid crash out. Changing mains is crazy though. Changing mains is kind of like you boomed all your items, but you did it yourself. Then you gotta get all the things again anyway. He was just looking for an excuse to change mains. It wasn't about the booms. You don't just simply change mains. You gotta feel it, man. Okay, that's so sad. I just wanted to cleanse. Now I'm dead. Oh, I'm so dead. Oh, so dead. I didn't turn on, what's the thing called? The little arrow, guiding arrow. Guided arrow? Guiding arrow? Something arrow. I'm dead. Plays Lin, 300 mil combat power. That's crazy. 300 mil combat power. Alright, let's have a look at this thing that JH has provided for me here. 40-minute run. Wow, look at this guy. 40-minute run. Insane. Stream the struggle. Alright. Let's have a look at this thing. I'm kinda curious to see what's going on here. The question is, how do I stream it conveniently? I'm not sure which one of these things captures what. Oh, okay, I think I found it. Oh, wow. There it is. Yo, look at the sheer amount of lag in Black Mage. How strong is this guy, though? There we go. Where's the HP bar? Where is the HP bar? Where is the HP bar? I see it on my side. It's probably because I cut down the thing. Hang on. Wait. Oh, found it. I found it, guys. We did it, guys. This guy's actually playing P1 though, you know, I respect it. Sort of. I think you can only do so much in P1 though. Is this unlibbed? I can't see a Genesis iframe, so I'm gonna say probably unlibbed. There's no way you don't put your thing on your Genesis iframe off the keyboard. I like how you can just ignore all the things that are hitting you. Okay, this guy's just casually playing White Curse. Never mind. Oh, I've been here before. Oh no. How broken is your class though? You're not dying to HP? What is this class? He's chilling. Oh, whoa, that was a sick bind actually. wait. That was actually a sick bind. Did you do that on purpose? There's no way. Look at this. So you got black dashing to the right. He sees white on the left. He gets bashed, gets dashed, dash, bind. That is so sick. That is the dumbest setup. I'm sorry, that was the dumbest setup I've ever seen. Because you definitely did not do that on purpose. This guy got knocked around by the two statues and it was like, oh, how convenient. They're on top of each other. There's no way. That was like stars aligning right there. Alright, this is actually a 40-minute run though. Do you guys really want to see this played at 1x speed? I mean, I'm sure he does fine in P2, right? Should we just skip to P3? What's the worst that happens in P2? I don't think this class loses anything. 2x speed. Where's the speed thing? Playback speed. Oh yeah. That's better. And look at this guy. Look how unfair this class is. He's literally standing still, tanking all the chains. What's it? So broken. and then, you know, you just casually teleports past rolling. It's free. Yeah. No. We're skipping all the way to P. Okay, I'm gonna skip here. Did he lose any lives? He lost a life at some point? What a noob. Loses a life by AFK. He probably just, like, fell asleep at his keyboard or something. I'm not gonna lie. He probably just fell asleep. Actually, I do have something to say about this particular positioning here. For any of you guys that, like, want to do Black Mage, you don't want to be, like, too close to the center. Because, like, right about... I don't know if you guys can see where my mouse is. No, you can't really see, but it's, like, a little bit to the, like, the left of where JH is standing is, like, where one of the platforms spawns. So it's actually kind of dangerous to hold it too close to the middle. Because if it spawns, then you can get hit by a White Curse, which is really bad. So just keep that in mind. You want to drag him a little bit more to the right. I think JH might be, like, just right enough, in which case it's, like, good positioning, but I know some people unintentionally hold it too close to the middle, and you can get hit by the platform that spawns there. Just keep that in mind. And the only way you can avoid it is, like, by ducking when it spawns, which is really awkward. It's not something that usually comes up, though. Oh! Oh, that was kind of lucky, actually. Hang on, I want to see that. What just happened there? Like, you see the fallings come, or the rollings come. No, it's not blink. It's his bowmaster skill. He can put it down and teleport to it whenever he wants. Busted class. So he sees most of them rolling, and he teleports in between and gets kicked. I cannot believe that you did not lose a life there. Actually insane. How did you get hit by like 5 White Curses and not take a life there? That's unreal. Alright, that's good. He knows how to avoid down there for me. Oh, stood up too fast. Yeah, that Bowmaster repositioning is really strong. He was using it a ton in P2 as well. Just cheese the rollings, don't never need to play them. Oh, stood up too fast again. Yo, JH can't count to 3. Or is it 4? Yo, that teleport is actually so good too. Because like it drags him a little bit to the left, so he's never actually, like, the boss is never in the corner. That tends to be an issue for a lot of players where they play over here on the right side where JH is standing, and they blink in the corner, right? So then Black Mage just keeps scooting closer and closer to the right side, which gives you way less space to play. And this teleport is like so clean. So good. How to know when you should duck? So every once in a while, Black Mage will do like, I don't know, he just spins around and then kicks you, like there. It's like kind of starfishes. When he's about to do the starfish, that's when you duck. No, this is JH's first solo attempt. If this was JH's main, the boss would have been dead, like would have been dead yesterday. Yeah. You know, it's reasonably clean. You just need, like, this is the thing, guys, about P3. All you really need to do is just to stay focused with the kicks and then cleanly play through the rollings. Obviously, it's easier for this guy because he's playing. Oh, whoa, what's going on? Oh, the movement. That was pretty clean. Oh, I accidentally pressed escape. Yeah, this is his first BM run. This teleport is like so broken. Man, I wish that JH actually recorded more of his Demon Slayer early on. Those were the days, man. JH learning how to play Demon Slayer was something else. Oh. What boss gave me the roar? For me? It was Hard Will. Your mech also has a TP? I know that now. Come on, man. I learned. Oh, this is another thing. I can't really tell if JH is doing it on purpose because I haven't seen him go out of his way to do it that many times yet. But whenever you guys, like, I want to do a min clear of this as well. That looked like he did that on purpose. You really want to, like, get hit by the black curses as often as possible. Just because it gives you so much damage. It's like 10% FD or something like that. %10 FD is no joke. Like right there, I would have jumped in towards the middle to try to catch that black curse. But I'm assuming he's just playing it safe here, which is also fine. Never punished. What time V healer solo can you say a benchmark for a black mage min clear? Probably about 12 to 15 minutes in V healer. This is too embarrassing. It's not that bad, dude. It's not that bad. I was honestly expecting you to be already died out. I feel like a lot of people's solos go a lot worse than you would expect. Even if you've done Black Mage a few times, it's like one of those bosses where it just you can speed run your lives really quickly if you're not paying attention. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. Do you die out in P3? That's the real question. You're actually playing super clean here. You're already like, what, 60% of the way. I also I was not paying attention. I phased Clown in the background. I don't know if you guys are watching. Don't laugh at me, guys. I'm just dying in C Clown. But yeah, this guy's 60% of the way through, and he's only, like, lost a couple of lives. It's actually looking really good. Why is it better to play on the right side? You want to play on the right side because the rollings fall from the top right to the bottom left. So once they hit the bottom left of the map, they start rolling to the right. So if you stay on the left side, they will just like hit you in the head, and it's really hard to dodge. Whereas if you stay on the right side, you see them rolling towards you, like you see right here. They fly down from the top right to the bottom left and they start rolling. This is way easier to dodge than it is if they're like about to drop on your head. Unless you're playing with a dark side class, in which case you can sort of cheese it. But even then, that requires you to like actually catch the rollings before they hit the floor. But it griefs pretty much everybody else in the party if they don't have dark side. Yeah, JH, you're playing fine, dude. Look at this. It's like 50% of the way through. And like, you have how many lives here? 8 lives? So good. This is like a pretty good first attempt. Oh. Spoke too soon. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Spicy. Yeah, see, actually where he's standing right now is a little bit dangerous if the platform spawns on him. So just keep that in mind. Don't play too close to the middle. Doesn't usually come up, but just keep that in mind. W covering fire. What's it called for Bowmaster? That flip. It's so good. I think marksmans also have it. I know the marksman one's called covering fire. I don't know if it's called that for Bowmaster. Yeah, the healing is crazy. Just Bowmaster things, honestly. Man, the classes that have lifesteal have it so easy, guys. Honestly. God, I wish that was me. All the rest of us being plebs and actually having to manage our HP. Alright, nice. Lots of vertical movement, but then blink at the top. Clean. Honestly, the movement's really clean. For a first run, this is way better than I would have given a lot of people credit for. Hey, wait a minute. When did you go down to 7? I wasn't even paying attention. What is this? What? You just... Hang on. This guy just... He just stood... Look at this. Look how unfair this is. This guy just stood there, ate 2 super lasers, and then just went back to full health. Excuse me? Broken class. That being said, though, I do like that he's staying in... Oh, no! Got bopped. That was a bit unlucky. A little bit. That was a good flip until it wasn't. You have a slow as well? What a good Black Mage class. Alright, this is the bad pattern. Let's see what he does here. Okay, covering fire. Ugh, wow. That was so tight, actually. That situation is really annoying for so many classes to play through. I'm surprised that you got out with, like, 0 effort. That is like the classic your whole team dies combo right there from Black Mage, right, guys? Anyone who's done Black Mage knows this is like... This is where people die. Look at this. Look at how many supers are going on. You got rollings, and you have fallings going the bad direction for you. This is really hard for a lot of classes to play through without an iframe. Look at this guy just... How many lasers did you tank? How many lasers did you tank during that and not die? That is so unfair. You got hit by a super. You got hit by... Okay, only 2 lasers. But still, that was really close though. Now, credit where credit's due. That was good usage of the kit, for sure. Yeah, Bowmaster has a TP that's better than Blaze Wizard's TP. Isn't that crazy? Oh, he got... Oh, that was so sad. Alright. This thing is a menace. I don't know how many of you guys know about this, but like... This thing just like casually stuns you. He got stunned when he was trying to duck. Look at this. Boop! He got sucked into it, gets stunned, gets kicked. That is so sad. These are the sort of lives that would tilt me. If that happened to me in a real run, I'd be so mad. Cause that was he got sucked into it too. It wasn't like he tried to he didn't walk into it. He just got pulled in. Boop, and Black Curse kick. Also, most other classes would also die there. It's because he's healing so much that he didn't HP die as well. But that would like take 2 lives against most classes, I'd imagine. Unreal. Yeah, when I say 0 effort, I mean like you just blink. He just uses the blink shot or whatever it's called. It's one button. But it was good movement during like the whole supers and stuff. But this is what happens though when you do a long run. When you do a long run, the chances of like bad stuff all going at the same time is like kinda high. Oh, good hero as well. See, this is how you know that like that JH like had an idea of what he was doing. It's because he actually pressed hero as well. That's like better than a lot of players. Guys, get good at pressing hero as well. I promise you, it will do so much for you. In Black Mage, that Hero's Will button is like genuinely an iframe. Just a really, really long cooldown iframe. Alright, wait. I just realized how low the boss HP is. And the fact that I know that you die out here. Did you die out in P4? Oh! Wait, the homies tank curses for you? Did I just see that right? You got hit by that falling, you didn't take a white curse. What the hell? This guy just takes... You just get hit by everything, you attack for a little bit and you get all your HP back. This is so unfair. Is that a Pathfinder you see? In the background, yes. In the foreground, that's a Bowmaster. We're just watching a friend of mine run Black Mage for the first time, about a year ago. Wait, is this your first time ring swapping? Ah, you're not ring swapping, you're repotting. This is actually so hard to do in like a real run. This was what ruined so many of my runs, like trying to rebuff everything at the half an hour point. It's so hard. Just got bonked in the head by a falling, all good. Hello, Penda. Oh, look at the struggle, guys. This is pain right here. If you guys ever want to do like a longer than 30-minute run, what she's doing right now is like a very realistic view of what happens. It's actually easier for him because he doesn't have to worry about his HP. Most classes also, every time that you rebuff, you can't heal for a little bit. So the fact that he's doing this for free is like, it makes it so, oh, that is a bit sad. I think he expected that to get caught on the platform. What happened there? No, what happened here? Ah, yeah, I can kind of forgive that. I feel like I would have done the same play. Like, I think he expected it to get caught on this platform, as he just got bonked on the head. Yeah. I mean, this pacing is really good. Oh my god, look at those supers. That would have killed so many other classes. That's like an iframe moment right there for so many people. There was so many horizontals. What the? I want to see that again. Bro, Black Mage just like sent the entire artillery at you. Every single one of those supers crossed over onto that one spot. That is crazy. Usually it's like kind of random, but that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 supers on you, dude. Oh my god. It's this guy. Hey, what happens here? Yeah, you jump, get hit by one of them. Yeah, that's pretty good. Minimize the damage. He actually only got hit by one of the supers, I think. One super and one normal laser. In all things considered, like, you're gonna make the best out of the bad situation, right? Teleported straight into a super. No worries, full HP. Yup. Wait, how'd you not get kicked there? Did you duck? What happened? I guess he ducked and I didn't see it. Is the Rolling's vertical hitbox small? No, they match the hitbox. Like, it's very close to what it looks like. So yeah, you can actually flash jump over them on a lot of classes. It's just the timing is a little bit hard. Oh, what happened there? Did you just jump back in and get kicked? Oh no, that's a tilt death right there for sure. Oh no. No, this is what happens. Do you know what that is? That is the classic. I've been in this boss for too long. That guy has just been in Black Mage P3 for a little bit too long and he just blinked for a second and then just got kicked in the face. I feel that, man. Bishop Happy chat invitation is crazy. That guy was 100% watching your run. Oh no, he teleported straight back into it. Oh, and you had Hero's Wheel up as well. No. That is a tilt death for sure too. JH today would never have got killed by that. He would never have died to that. The chat invitation is crazy. I think JH can probably get out of BM in like 5 minutes. Right, do you play in white? You do play in white, okay. I mean, why wouldn't you? Look at this, the healing is ridiculous. Let's see what takes him out. My guess is that he loses focus and he flash jumps into the middle and dies. That's my guess. I don't know how he dies out here. But this is actually like really good pacing. Usually you want to be in here with at least 25 minutes. He's got 30 minutes on the clock, so there's no worries. Alright, as long as you don't die to an FMA, JH. If you die to an FMA, I'll be very disappointed in you. Alright guys, place your bets. How do you reckon he's gonna die out here? My guess is he loses focus and flash jumps into the middle of the boss. Jumps into a shotgun. Yeah, so all he has to do now is just hold Hurricane and focus for 29 minutes. That's literally all he has to do. But that's asking for a lot, honestly. Imagine if you were like in this position right here with 1 life. You actually, all you have to do is just focus for 29 minutes. But the thing is, you're in the same room for 29 minutes. You know how hard it is to actually focus for that long when you're just staring at the same screen? This is so, like, it's genuinely boring. You're focusing on something that is actually so boring to do. This is like, you're out of the boss. If JH had 2 or 3 lives, he clears here. But because he's on 1, he actually has to focus and it's so sad. All that whapping has trained you for this moment. But you know how you know that JH is getting like kind of nervous? He's like moving back and forth so much. He's like swapped sides 2 or 3 times already. That's how you know. That invite is tilting you. Then you got JH who's actually in the run, just like casually staring at Bishop Harpy's chat invitation. That is foul. It was really funny though. Oh, it's gone now. Okay, Origin. Let's see how much it does here. 85% to start off. You know, historically speaking, I always feel like whenever I die in bosses, it's right when I'm bursting. Did about like 10% there. That's pretty good. Ooh. Yeah, but all things considered though, if it wasn't for like the 2 or 3 like pretty unfortunate deaths in P3, this would have actually been a clear. Because P4 you just need to focus. If you have like 1 or 2 lives as a buffer, it becomes significantly easier. But he went in with 1, which is really annoying because you can get like some bad patterns sometimes. And then you can just randomly die. The amount of times that I've done Black Mage and just the slow into the shotgun is brutal if you're up close. Because you don't notice the slow. And then you just die. I don't think JH will die to the pellets killing him though, because he lifesteals so much. So realistically, when he really dies here, if he gets hit by like a double explosion, I think. So he just got hit like that big explosion there. Like, if you get hit by that a few times, you can die. Either that or he like really badly positions in an FMA. But that's kind of troll. If you die to an FMA, yeah, that's grief. Yeah, this is pre-lifesteal because this is like a year ago. This attempt was a year ago. Yeah, honestly, I'm impressed. This is one of the cleaner first attempts. And the fact that you actually played P1 as well is kind of funny. That's better than a lot of people will do. This guy actually played P1. Think you remember how you die? Oh no, is it here? Caught between 2 explosions? Yeah. That is like a very common way to die in P4. Yeah, just based off how much you're lifestealing, that doesn't surprise me. Yeah. How long have you been in P3 for? P4 here. You did 60% in about 5 minutes. So you did 40% in 5 minutes. Wow, so fast actually. Assuming you take another 5 minutes for another 40%. So you need like another 7 or so minutes, 8 minutes. Damn, 45-minute clear. Crazy strong actually. We're gonna see the end of this though. We gotta see the shame. How does this run end, guys? How much do we have left in here? It's actually a pretty. He's in here for a while. Should we skip forward? Let's skip forward because this will stay the same for quite a while. All right. He just needs 2 more bursts and he's out, right? 3 more bursts? Probably 3 more bursts. I want to see it. The classic way to die out in BM. Oh, is it here? I would have believed it, honestly. Oh, whoa. Wait. 1, 2. Is that 3? Did you get hit by 3? Or is that just what the animation looks like? One, 2, and something extra. I don't know if that was 3. It looked like 3, but was that actually 2 underneath each other on the same spot? Like, it looked like it happened twice, but I can't tell. 2 in pellets, yeah. And did you have no pot up? Where's this? Did you have auto pot? You didn't heal. Wait, hang on. When did you heal? Did you just not heal? Oh no, you can't heal. Right, you can't heal in this. Black Curse. That is, yeah. Unlucky. That was so close too. This guy had like 40% left. That was actually a clear once his origin came back up. Wait. His origin was like basically up. It was like 2 bursting out. Unlucky. Well, you know what? That was a pretty good first attempt, genuinely. That was a pretty good first try. That was like 100 times better than my first try. I don't even know if I have my first attempt anywhere, but if I had to guess, I just run it down and die out in P1. If I had to guess. Oh, I should have probably bought a luck coupon. Whoopsies. Did that bring back good memories for you, JH? Why is my bird not doing anything? Oh, that's why. Well, that was the saddest burst I've ever done in my life. Oh man. Yeah, like seeing yourself run bosses and like seeing the improvement is pretty insane. It feels really nice just being able to actually see the difference. Because like JH, he was probably cringing most of the time that he was watching himself do that boss. Because it was so long ago, and then you would, after you get used to playing your class, you know what you would have done differently. That's the part of it that's kind of fun about recording your own runs. That you can really see the difference in like your decision making. Don't mind me being lazy, guys. I'm absolutely gonna die to stacking out. You like PF skills? They're nice, yeah. Big reason why I like this class a lot. Used to be so locked in for C10 runs. Yeah, me too. I don't know how I used to do it back in the day with like the 30-minute like what hard dark nail runs and stuff. There's no chance that's happening ever again. Die out in 10 minutes. You and me both, buddy. Wait, JH, wasn't it like one of the first like couple of times when we duoed Black Mage? We JH and I duoed Black Mage for a short amount of time between my Battle Mage and his Demon Slayer, and I'm pretty sure one of our first runs together, like we both almost died out. I'm pretty sure JH was like at either 1 or 2, and the run was like 15 minutes. It wasn't even long. It was on like 1 or 2, and I was somewhere similar. We both on one live. Unreal, man. Fun times. Just grabbing coins. All good. And can probably do Arcarium as well. Alright. Give us another Dom Pendant. Second Dom Pendant of the day. Am I just dead? I wasn't full health. No Dom Pendant. Oh, good. Alright. So that's it for this Pathfinder. Good amount of bossing done. And a decent amount of money. Feels good. We're back at 10 bill, guys. Back into the double digits. What is a boss that you guys used to respect a lot more, and then as you did more of it, you realized your brain just shuts off while doing that boss? Because I think that for me, it's very, very obvious. Whenever I do anything Gloom related, it actually just goes downhill so quickly. It's almost embarrassing. Damien, yep. Reasonable. Think Damien is it's a fair shout, that one. How many of you guys spent money on the Valentine's boxes for the round glasses? Was that in here before? They're not here anymore, right? But there was they were in the shop for a short amount of time, right? Or am I crazy? It was for 1 week. Ah, I see. Struggled on Vellum so hard when you started out. Me too, buddy. I still have the actual stream on my channel somewhere of my first ever C-Vel clear on the Paladin, actually. Like, that's like the start of my channel. Good times. You wanted the doll? Was that like the buff bunny doll? Or was that something else? I think it's weird that it has a different resolution. Yeah, it's a bit annoying. It's the same as when you do Carling. I always lag a little bit whenever we load into Carling because like the resolution changes twice. I always get worried that I'm about to crash. That's all good. I stretched the resolution for you guys, so then whenever I go into the cash shop, it's still full screen. I have your guys' best interests, of course. Alright. Alright. I think, though, now that I finished that one Monster Park run, I might actually have to end my stream there because I gotta head out soon for dinner. We have some reservations for dinner today, as usual on a Friday. And yeah, I think that might be it for today. I will probably end up being 251 by the end of tonight once I finish these Monster Park runs. How much did that give me? Happy birthday. No, it's not my birthday. Nice try though. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. If you guys did, please give the stream a like. It helps me out a lot. And if you guys are enjoying like the Corsair stuff, I will be uploading more of it pretty soon. because I have a lot of footage that I have to go through. And yeah. Take care, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. And have a good weekend. It's not my birthday. It's actually JH's birthday.